I know how numb we've become, but it's not normal. No other candidate for the presidency has ever had to pause his campaign to defend himself in multiple courts. And I would like to point out that in all 7 of his cases, no one doubts that he did these things. We're just sitting around patiently waiting to find out if the wheels of justice will grind fast enough for there to be any consequences. And the media is covering it like it's any other political story, like it's all horse race.
All right, folks. So I don't know if Stephen Colbert is on drugs or something, you know, maybe did a little bit of before the show, but what you just saw was the completely unhinged meltdown he had last night in response to the result of the Trump civil case up in New York, right? And this is the totally fraudulent and sham and crooked case where the judge is ordering him to pay $300 million worth of damages for quote unquote fraud, where we'll show you the entire premise of that is totally faulty and also demonstrate how Trump simply cannot get a fair trial in the state of New York, and maybe that's cause for concern with the Alvin Bragg stuff, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? First thing I want to say, though, is 2 things. First of all, I don't think Stephen is necessarily mad about the verdict of the case or anything like that. I think what he's more so mad about, and who he's really speaking to there in his allegedly coked out state, is us. And it's the fact that we, the conservatives, the patriots, the Trump supporters, whatever, actually see something like this and we just don't care. I mean, we do care in the sense that this is crooked and ridiculous and the justice system is not justice in America. But at the same time, the place where they want us to go with this is, oh, we trust in the justice system. We trust in the institutions, right? And that's what this is really about. The people in power, the reason they are seething, the reason they are so bitter that they keep indicting Trump, they keep throwing the book at him, and they expect his support to falter and it's just not happening, is because it really does demonstrate, no, we don't trust the institutions anymore. We don't trust you, the people in power, right? Because 40 years ago, let's be real, if this happened in the 1980s, if this had happened to, say, Ronald Reagan, in the America of old, where people still largely trusted media, not entirely, but largely trusted media, government, the justice system, then yes, something like that would be totally discrediting, right? Hey, how can you have a candidate who's facing criminal charges? But the reason they're so mad at us that we just don't care is because what it shows is the credibility of their power, of their institutions, is waning, right? Stuff like this should disqualify anyone from running for office or public life, but it doesn't, because we understand that their system is bullcrap, okay? That is number one. And secondly, Stephen Colbert, you're right that none of this is normal. You're absolutely right about that. It's not normal to be indicting or doing these ridiculous civil cases against a former president and now a presidential candidate. But you know what's not normal about it? What's not normal about it is weaponizing the justice system to go after your political opponents for political purposes. That is the aspect of this. That is not normal. And again, the reason he's so mad is because we can see right through that. Okay. And that's why he's, seething like this. And, I don't know, maybe some substances may be involved there. But just to really recap this case you saw yesterday for people who are not entirely familiar, I know that the response to me saying, oh, it was a crooked case. Oh, it was a political justice, whatever. The response is going to be, well, that's just because you're on the side of Trump, right? That's just because you support him. The justice system is still good, okay? They're after him because he's a genuine criminal, blah, 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 this and that. Okay, well, let's remind everyone that the basis of this fraud case, okay, one of them is the alleged fact that Trump lied about the valuation of his property at Mar-a-Lago, okay? And this totally crooked judge. So for anyone who is sort of on the fence about it, or they're on the other side, okay, but you're still pretending or trying to gaslight that, no, it was a fair case, this is justice under the law. Okay, well, this is the same judge who said that one of the reasons Trump committed fraud was because he lied about the value of Mar-a-Lago. And then, without consulting any professionals in real estate, any experts on this, the judge just subjectively sat down and on no basis said that the actual value of Mar-a-Lago is $15 million. I think Trump said it was something like $350 million or something like that, right? Okay, so 15 versus 350. I want anyone who wants to say that this case is fair, that, no, the justice system is good, you're just making stuff up. Okay, please, if you've ever been to Palm Beach and you've seen Mar-a-Lago, or even just look at it here, please ask yourself the question, if this home, especially on prime real estate, and it's a country club, and it's a celebrity hangout, I guess, all that stuff, right? Trump is a celebrity. Please try to rationalize or justify to me if and how Mar-a-Lago can be valued at only $15 million. It is ridiculous. I don't know, frankly, if there is a single home on the entire island of Palm Beach that can be valued at $15 million that's this big. But you take a look at this, okay? I mean, frankly, the actual value of the house, especially considering it's a former president's property, may be at this point closer to $1 billion. But again, unless you're going to sit here and justify to me that $15 million is a reasonable pricing from that judge about Mar-a-Lago, then you cannot in any way in good faith say that this verdict was fair, that this made any sense, or that this judge was not totally crooked and corrupt. Okay? So let me just put that out there right now. Okay, so, we understand this. He wasn't going to get a fair trial. I guess a civil trial, but he wasn't going to get a fair trial. He didn't get a fair trial. The good news is that this will inevitably be appealed. They'll talk it down. They'll figure out the actual verdict or whatever. And I assume, to tell you the truth, I think a similar thing might happen in the Alvin Bragg criminal case. But, just going to point that out, okay? It's not me subjectively saying because I like Trump, they're just after him because it's Trump or politics. No, again, please, unless you can justify to me that $15 million number, please shut up and stop pretending like, the case was fair. We trust the justice system. At least be honest about it. Mr. Colbert, all the liberals, all the Trump haters, at least be honest. You don't care if the courts are fair or objective or unbiased or equal in this country, okay? You just want to use any means necessary to take down Trump. And, maybe I'd respect you a little more. At least we could understand where you're coming from if you didn't just flat out lie about it and keep pretending like any of this is normal, any of this is fair, any of this makes a lick of sense, okay? And one more thing to Stephen Colbert, because you want to keep bringing up all of the legal stuff. Okay, this is not normal. Yeah, you're right. Let me ask you this question now. Is it normal for the DA in a criminal case against the former president to be having an affair with the prosecutor? Okay? Because again, if not, then take a listen to this. Ask yourself if this is normal.
It's so legalistic centric and yet so important and fascinating.
Right. Don't let the legalese fool you. This is epic. This is monumental. If things are going in the direction we think, Fani Willis lied to the court, it's game over for her. She will be disqualified. If they had a relationship prior to when they represented to the court, it's a huge deal. I can't overstate it.
And do you feel the same way, Charles, based on the testimony of what we just heard? And we just learned Nathan Wade, who is the special prosecutor in this case, walked in the courtroom. He is being sworn in to testify now about this issue and his relationship with Fani Willis. Let's listen.
It's
Oh, but, you saying the criminal cases are unfair and corrupt and ridiculous, that's just a political talking point. You're just a Trumper. You just deny reality. Uh-huh. Yeah, because this is very normal. That's the first quality, everyone knows this, of a fair legal case, okay, is the DA who brings the indictments is having an affair with the prosecutor. Yeah, that makes a whole ton of sense, okay? So, you know how it goes. The good news, I would say, at least on this case, is, I mean, it's very likely that this is going to ruin the whole legal case against Trump in Georgia. Okay, so that's one. I know the Jack Smith stuff, and I think the stuff in Florida is getting delayed and pushed back. It might not even happen before the election. So, you know, that's the good news for our side. But yeah, seriously, okay, this is insane. This is ridiculous. And if you want to talk about anything that's not normal, folks, it is this. Okay, but again, I'm going to bring back to this point. The thing that enrages them so much is that Trump is totally unbothered by it. We, his supporters, are totally unbothered. We, in a way, like, don't care. We're still going to vote for him, and this enrages them. Here was Donald Trump's response to the verdict in New York yesterday.
If I weren't running, none of this stuff would have ever happened. None of these lawsuits would have ever happened. I would have had a nice life. But I enjoy this life for a different reason. We're going to make America great again.
Exactly. Okay? Exactly. Here was him next, 24 hours later. And like this is what they really seethe about. You want to ask, why was Stephen Colbert so coked out and yelling at the screen? It's because amidst all of it, we are still happy. We are still happy, joyful, energetic people. They cannot break our spirit. They cannot break Trump's spirit. And here was him today, 24 hours after the New York situation, showing up to SneakerCon. Okay, so he shows up to SneakerCon in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He unveils a brand new thing of shoes, and take a listen to the crowd's response there.
Thank you very much. That's beautiful. Thank you.
That's why they're so mad. Okay, that's why they're so mad. First of all, they're mad because we have fun. We do a little bit of trolling. We do a little trolling, okay? And they, when you contrast to the other side, are miserable, cynical, unhappy, and bitter people, okay? So that's the first question of, like, why do they hate the right wing so much? Why do they hate MAGA so much? It's because we're joyful people. We actually love this life. We love people. We love humanity. We love the country. And for people who are incapable of love, that makes them seethe. Secondly, again, it's the fact that all the stuff they're throwing at us, we are unbothered, and we also see through the lies, and we understand that the system they keep telling us is a democracy, a fair and equal justice system, equality under the law. We see through it. We know it's BS, and it's impossible for them to keep lying about it because we are awake to all of it. Okay. And that's just the truth regarding this entire situation. And that all brings us back to why Stephen Colbert last night, in fact, let's watch it one more time, shall we? Okay. Because it really is a spectacle, reacted to all of this in the way that he did.
I know how numb we've become, but it's not normal. No other candidate for the presidency has ever had to pause his campaign to defend himself in multiple courts. And I would like to point out that in all 7 of his cases, no one doubts that he did these things. We're just sitting around patiently waiting to find out if the wheels of justice will grind fast enough for there to be any consequences. And the media is covering it like it's any other political story, like it's all horse race.
Keep seething about it, you unfunny loser, okay? Because we're going to make America great again. It's so true. With that said, folks, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, if you think I should actually buy those white Trump sneakers, let me know, because I'm thinking about it. Look at these things, okay? Like, first of all, it'd be a master troll. Like, it'd be hilarious. But also, they're actually pretty wearable. Okay, they actually look pretty good. So let me know if you think I should actually get them. And yeah, Until next time, folks, Alpha Moves only. God bless. Have a very great day. Don't let them break your spirit. Stay joyful, stay happy, stay fulfilled with life, and peace.